Hey guys, welcome back to our coverage from the Japan Mobility Show here in Tokyo, Japan. And right now, Tommy and I are heading over to the Kawasaki stand. And if you're wondering where all of our coverage is, it's over at where, Tommy?
It's over at alltfl.com. But Dad, today we are breaking the norm a little bit. We're over at the TFL Bike channel reporting on some news because Kawasaki is celebrating 40 years of Ninja and they are celebrating 100 years of the brand. And we have some exciting news coming out of Kawasaki with a new bike just over there. And then also we've got some cool motorcycle news in regards to electrification.
Yeah, you know, a lot of the Japanese manufacturers of motorcycles have been slow to embrace electrification, right? Well, Kawasaki is one of the first to build an all-electric motorcycle, and that is, of course, the Ninja E1. Now, what makes this bike unique is, well, it looks like a regular motorcycle, right? You'd think that there's some kind of a, 3, 4, 5, 600 cc power plant in there, and of course, a place to put your fuel. But if you look at the fuel tank, and I can't get up there, I don't want to crawl on the stand, what you would find is if you opened up that fuel tank, in fact, there are not one, but two 1.5 kilowatt hour batteries that fit into there, making this one of the first Japanese electric motorcycles. Now, before you get too excited, this thing looks fast, but it's not, Tommy.
What's the performance we're talking about then?
We're talking about, I think, a top speed of about 80 kilometers, and with a total of 3 kilowatt hours of charge, it doesn't have a lot of range. I want to say it's like 50 kilometers of total range, but nevertheless, I mean, it's a pretty darn cool looking motorcycle, and unlike an electric bike, it doesn't look like it's something that your grandma would ride.
Well, so like you said, that we're only looking at 9 kilowatts, 12 PS of power.
No, 3 kilowatt hours.
No, max power.
Yeah, max power.
9 kilowatts. It weighs 140 kilograms. It's like 308 pounds. So this is more of a cool looking scooter, I think, than perhaps an actual Ninja sport bike.
I mean, look at it. I mean, it looks like a serious, high-speed motorcycle. Some may call it a bit of a poser. I would say that if you want a commuter bike that looks like a motorcycle and doesn't necessarily, carve canyons like this bike would, then this is not a bad option for you. I have yet to ride it. I can't wait actually to try it.
It's got 12 horsepower.
There you go.
So not very powerful, but a bike that is powerful is coming around the turntable here. So this is a really interesting bike. This is the Ninja 7 Hybrid.
Yeah, HEV. Can you believe it? Now, I don't think we're getting this, Tommy. Unfortunately, this is going over to Europe.
Right, but this could preview the future of Kawasaki bikes going forward, because Kawasaki says that with the help of electrification, this two-cylinder bike has the fuel efficiency of a 250, the power of a liter bike with the displacement of about 400. So it's not a super high displacement bike. I think it's like 451 cc,
Yep.
But they say it'll keep up with a liter bike in a straight line. And a couple of cool facts about this hybrid bike. So it's got a 6-speed selectable transmission, but there is no clutch lever. Instead, you select the gears via buttons on the left side of the handlebars. It's got 3 different drive modes, including an EV-only mode that will allow you to drive for short distances at slow speeds. So, for example, get out of your neighborhood silently. It's some really interesting technology here, right? But you still have the screaming acceleration and experience of an internal combustion engine.
Yeah,
and it's a good-looking bike, too.
I got a question for you. How long do you think before we see our very first plug-in hybrid motorcycle? I mean, you've got an electric one and you got a hybrid. Seems like there's a space in the middle here for a plug-in hybrid.
Yeah, there's literally a spot in the middle.
Exactly.
No, that's a great question, Dad. Now, as you mentioned, this is not a bike that you plug in. It charges itself up automatically as you drive along, as you slow down. But it's a very impressive little machine here that I'm really excited about.
It says models for overseas markets on the little stand there. So.
451 cc's, yeah.
Hey, Kawasaki, if you listen to me, please bring it to America. Why not? Bring it to America. We would love to. I would love to ride this motorcycle.
And I think Alex would love to get that out on the track and see how a hybrid bike actually works in the real world.
Yeah, we'll give Case the.
Yeah, we'll give him the Ninja EV. Now, let's go over here.
There's some anniversary bikes there, Tommy.
Yeah, exactly.
Unveiled.
So we got 40 years of Ninja. So we've got these special anniversary liveries, which look really, really good. This is the ZX-10R 40th anniversary, and of course the iconic Kawasaki green with the contrasting blue. And then you've got the 40 years inscribed there on the tank. We also have the ZX4 RR 40th anniversary, same kind of thing going on there.
And there's a classic bike.
Yeah, and then they brought out some
Right
bikes
here.
from their historic collection.
Basically, that's what they're based on.
Yeah, this is a
1990
1990 ZXR
Yeah.
400R. And then Dad, let's keep going a little bit over here. You can see there we've got the 84 bike. And now we're going to showcase some really interesting bikes going forward. And Dad, I want to showcase the one over here, if you don't
Hey,
mind.
how about the side-by-side? Don't just blow by that, dude.
Yep, of course, Kawasaki, well involved in the side-by-side industry with the Terex. This is the 1000cc bike, or side-by-side.
Oh, yeah, it's a new four-seater, dude.
It looks great. Really, really cool. Your interior,
that.
your transmission selector. But
Yeah.
this is what I wanted to showcase.
KLX, that's been around a while.
KLX 230. Yeah, but check this out. We've got this, which I think is really, really cool. So this
Oh, that's
is,
beautiful. That's my favorite, Tommy.
yeah, the W230.
Oh, look at that.
A
That is-
retro-inspired bike. Really beautiful. The pea shooter exhaust.
You think these
It
are?
says, please do not touch, Dad.
Sorry. I wanted to see if those were metal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It says, please do not touch. But yeah,
I already broke the rules.
230cc.
I love the color combo.
Yeah, kind of an entry-level bike, but it's meant to be a throwback to Kawasaki bikes of the past. Just a beautiful, simple, hopefully affordable machine that I think really adds a retro flair.
Why don't you kind of zoom in on it and kind of show them, what this is? We've got disc brakes all around, which is really cool.
Yeah, of course.
You've got, that classic, like you said, exhaust that comes back into the pea shooter, which of course the British bikes made popular.
Got the analog gauges up there.
Yeah, I love
Got
the
the
analog gauges.
cool two-tone tank and the chrome pipes as well. And then you've got kind of the retro dual shocks in the rear end. So not a very sophisticated bike in terms of
How about the almost Indian-like little guy on the tank there?
yeah, really cool. Got the retro logos.
Yeah, I love that bike.
So Kawasaki really got some really interesting things at the show. Everything from the hybrid bikes to the retro flair.
I gotta say, this is the bike. If I were out there buying a bike, this is definitely the bike. 230 is plenty, right, to commute on. It's plenty to take in the canyon and have a lot of fun with. Look, it's even got, see the peg? It's even got the little, like if you're leaning it over, so you know
Yeah,
when you
it's
hit
got the sliders.
Yeah, pretty
I don't
cool.
think you'd fit on that bike at all, Dad.
You think I look like a bear on a tricycle? Is that what you're saying,
I
Tommy?
think there's a very good chance you might. Yeah, exactly.
All
But
right.
really cool to see what's been going on here at the Japan Mobility Show. And Dad, if folks want to see more of our coverage, more in our world, the car side, where can they go to?
Head on over to alltfl.com, where we're putting up videos, pretty regularly, pretty much as soon as we can crank them out. And my favorite series that we're doing, Tommy, is kind of the forbidden fruit, the cars that we don't get in America that they do get here in Japan. So we're looking, at a lot of cool stuff that I've always dreamed about actually getting my hands on, and here it is. All right, guys, we'll see you guys next time. Ciao.